Some people go to culinary school with dreams of becoming the next Michelin-starred chef and reviving American cuisine. Me, I just wanted to make people happy, namely women. And the only thing that rivals food, to my mind, is sex. My plan all along had been to combine them in the form of one-stop shopping. I couldn't exactly blurt this out while attending the Culinary Institute of America, so instead, I bided my time, working as a chef in top restaurants in New York, Miami, LA, San Francisco, and Seattle, taking note of everything that was done well and everything that I thought could be improved. I perfected my cooking technique while also betting plenty of my fellow chefs, as well as servers, busboys, hostesses, and customers. Doesn't everyone do that? Closing time took on new meaning as I kissed someone whose breath smelled of the food I just prepared. And that's when the idea for Secret Service was formed. I was living in Brooklyn by then, and my inspiration came from Cokies, a bar that closed a few years back, but before it did a brisk business in, yes, cocaine. Shocking that it's called Cokies. In the back. Google Cokies Place if you don't believe me. And I swear you can. Vice has a great oral history of cookies. It's called Please Snort Me. I encourage you to Google it. You could walk in, order a beer, then casually inquire about doing a bump, get whisked away, and emerge high and happy. My friends and I had marveled at how such a business had managed to stay afloat at all, its name taunting all comers. Now, you couldn't just walk in and go up to the bartender, wave a rolled-up dollar bill, and be given a mirror and some blow. It was more subtle than that, and it was the very subtlety, the sly maneuvering, that gave me my brainstorming. I wanted to open the Cokies of Cunnilingus, a restaurant that would offer a little something extra in the back, geared specifically toward women who wanted a few minutes to spread their legs, lean back, and get licked and sucked by an expert mouth. The whole thing was kind of an in-joke, to some people at least, but to my employees and customers, it was a brilliant merger of supply and demand. It was like the sexual equivalent of fast food. Women didn't have to wait around for what they really wanted. Sure, most of them could have found a man to take them home and fuck them, but to take them home and simply focus their tongues on these women's most private parts, focus solely on their pleasure, that was rarer to find, and I knew there were plenty of women who would rather pay for their orgasm while enjoying a fine meal. And I was right. I thought of it kind of like the In-N-Out secret menu. We didn't post a sign or have something on the menu saying, sides, French fries, $5, cunnilingus, $20. That would simply be tacky. As distinctly modern as my concept was, there was something old-fashioned about how the gossip spread, and watching women emerge from the back room with that flush sex high lighting up their faces made me glow with the satisfaction money can't buy. Working at restaurants had given me a taste of what it meant to sell a kind of oral bliss. Watch anyone dig into a truly superior meal, whether it's macaroni and cheese or tiramisu, and you'll see a look that rivals orgasm on their face. By catering to women, I hope to give them a space where they can enjoy the food as well as the extras in peace, without a care as to what their man, or any man, might think. I would have loved to install secret cameras and watch what really went down back there, but my ethics wouldn't allow it, and I wanted the men I hired to feel uninhibited as well. How did I choose them? Well, I didn't have any ethical qualms about putting them on the restaurant version of a casting couch. I was too busy putting my business plan into action to really date, and like many of my customers, wasn't interested in the whole whining and dining drama. I'd have time for that later. I wanted to cut to the chase. And while I have an extensive collection of sex toys, which I make good use of, they simply can't rival the human touch required for proper cunnilingus. I've been given head by dozens of exuberant men, as well as a handful of very talented women, so I think I know what goes into pussy eating, even though mileage may vary depending on your preferences. I set up timers so the women would have an idea of the limitations of what they were ordering. If they wanted to continue their private pleasure outside the restaurant, they were more than welcome to. My employees were free agents, and many of them wound up rolling out at closing time right into the beds of women they'd serviced earlier in the night. I'm gonna stop there. Sorry. Please check out Best Women's Erotica 2010 to read about what actually happened. In fact, I'm just gonna read the last sentence. Some people have asked when I'm going to open a corresponding restaurant for men. And don't worry, I'm already working on it. It'll be called BJ's, and I can't wait to hang the coming soon sign on the door.